Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Monday the 19th, and today was another lovely, beautiful day outside. Got up, had a few things to get done, nothing real major. Had Linda coming to pick up Haley today, and she's supposed to be here at like 9, 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. And I texted her a little bit before 9 and said, hey, we still on for 9? And she's like, I just woke up. She overslept. So I called her a bum. She showed up about 10-ish or so, a little after 10, I think it was, and picked up Haley. Absolutely, great dog. I talked to Linda for a while. I guess she's gonna got a trip to Alaska is where she's going. I got the dog for a few weeks coming up here soon, and I guess they're going to Alaska, taking like a 7-day cruise, and they're going like on a week-long like fishing expedition, which sounds amazing. Absolutely sounds like a great trip. So also asked her son is on an outward bound thing, and he's gone for a couple weeks, and she's not heard from him since. So we don't know if he's alive or eaten by a bear. We kind of made a couple jokes about that, and hopefully he's doing good. It's going to be a great experience for him. So now I walked back in the house and realized the fact that I had no dogs in the house except for Bruce, and it felt really odd. About an hour and a half later, I went to outside to do some stuff, and I didn't have to worry about taking leashes and taking their dogs and stuff. And it felt weird. I had Bruce out there without a leash walking around with me, and I realized, crap, this is a great feeling. I like having their dogs here. It's nice. It's great to be able to take care of the dogs and keep them from being stuck in cages and crates and stuff like that at vet clinics. But also, it's very nice to not have dogs here and have a little bit more of a freedom in that whole process. So a couple of things I'm finding out that tomorrow I have to go take Richard to get cataract surgery, and it was supposed to be, I had to be there at like 8:15, something like that, 8:30 in the morning. Turns out I have to be there till like 2:30 in the afternoon now. They moved his appointment. We don't know if he guessed it up or if they changed it on him, but it's like a 3-hour delay, so I will not be here when Karen gets home tomorrow, and that sucks, but it is what it is. So had a couple things planned for morning up there, which now it's gonna be afternoon, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for that 3+ hour gap of time while he's in there getting cataract surgery. So hopefully it all goes well. Hopefully I can find something to do. From there, I went ahead and jumped on the bike, decided to do some run around. I had to go check on a few things. Went to look for a fence company, give me a quote to put a fence on that side, and then a fence on that side of the yard, north and south side. The west side of the yard has got a neighbor's fence on it that's still holding up pretty good. I gotta cut the vines and stuff down in it sometime. I have not done that yet. And stopped in the first place, and they were just scatterbrained. They really were. They set an appointment for 3:30. Have they first come out and give me a quote, and I kind of wanted to just I tried to explain to them like it's a straight run. It's 100-foot long each side, and then a 20 or 10-foot gap to put a gate on each end. So it's really pretty simple. You could do a quote from here. And it's like they had to come out. They had to give me a quote in person at the house here, whatever. So I went to another fence shop who just sells supplies. They don't actually do installs. They gave me the cards of a couple people who do installation though, and give me some pricing on some fencing. So I at least have the cost of materials with what it'll cost me, and then we can go from there and see what happens. Talked to them for quite a bit. I was going to head on over a couple other places I wanted to go check on to, but it was getting close to that 3:30 range, so I basically jumped back on the bike, headed home, and got caught in a torrential downpour. Just pouring down ass rain. I was wearing just shorts and a t-shirt, no helmet. I kind of hid behind the windshield as I was driving along. It was raining so hard, it was hurting my hands and my legs a little bit in the process. So I got home, it's all good. Not long after that, the rain stops, of course, so had I went on down, not coming home for this appointment to get the fence quote, I would have avoided the rain while I was in like Home Depot, whatever. It would have been raining, it would have been done by then, but not a big deal. I ride in the rain all the time, it doesn't hurt me any. So I went by the bank, had to deposit some money, deposited a check, some other fun stuff there. Then 3:30 rolls around, haven't heard from the guy, I don't know, nothing. It was 4:07, so 37 minutes after he's supposed to be here. I called the fence company and they're like, oh, he didn't call you? He said he was running late. He should be on his way right now, blah, blah, whatever. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, do we have a time frame? Like, he's supposed to go. I said, I'm already 37 minutes late. I have things I have to go do. And they're like, oh, no, he should be there any minute. He's right there on his way. And I'm like, okay. So I went ahead and kind of let it go, hung up the phone. And then, I don't know, it was like probably 20 minutes after that, I still hadn't heard the guy. I was like, screw it. He's probably not coming. I put on running gear, took off for a run, and an hour and 1 minute after he was supposed to be here, he called, said he's here, and he was wanting to give a quote on the house, and then wanted to know if I could reschedule a time, and made it sound like it was like, I was like, dude, you're late. And I called the guy back, and he was acting like a dick. He's like, it's the owner's wife's fault. She sent me out here, and she didn't. It's his fault, and it's never his fault. I'm like, well, you knew you was running late. You had my number. Why couldn't you call me then and say, hey man, I'm running late? That's on you as soon as you saw the appointment. And he's like, what the hell? And he's like, I said, well, he goes, well, I can come out tomorrow. What time are you going to be there tomorrow? And I'm like, I'm not going to be there tomorrow because I was going to take Richard, for the eye exam, I didn't tell him that. I said I won't be there tomorrow. He goes, well, fine, just use whoever you want then, and hung up on me. And I was like, oh, that's fucking rude. So I called back to the shop, talked to, I believe it was the owner's wife, and she basically, he was in a bad mood and he's been grumpy because last week somebody yelled at him and cussed at him for something that wasn't his fault. So he's been acting like a jerk since. And she kind of made like I was supposed to feel sorry for the guy. I'm like, that happened to you before. There's no reason for you to be a jerk to me, So I've decided no matter what, I'm not getting they're not getting my business. I'll literally go without a fence or build a fence myself before I give them any money. I just don't have any time for that crap. Got back, Karen got home after I got back from my run. Just had a great time on the run. It was just something short and simple. I was planning on running longer tomorrow with Richard, but with it being hot in the afternoon, I probably won't run that far. I was gonna run morning after I dropped him off the eye exam. I was gonna go run an 8+ mile run over to his house, get a shower real quick, and then go pick him up, which would have been almost perfect timing, but I do not want to run that middle of the day heat for 2+ hours, so not what I'm after. But went ahead, we chilled out, ended up making a wonderful little salmon dinner with some like fried rice. Nice little quick little meal, super simple. Baked up some salmon, and we had a wonderful evening. Watched a little bit of we tried to watch all of National Treasure. I think we both fell asleep during the movie, and we both just kind of passed out. We've been having a lot of stress and a lot of just crap going on that sucks. And I had to make a phone call, set an appointment for something we really want to do, and just really, I don't know, harsh things that sometimes you have to do what's right even when it's the wrong. It feels like a harsh thing to do. It's a very hard decision to make, but it's the right thing for your future life, and we had to do that. So that is what it is. But anyway, that's pretty much all we got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.